Imagine a land where medieval castles rise above misty forests, where cobblestone streets echo with centuries of music, and where mountain peaks, lakes, and seaside cliffs all exist within a single country. A land that has seen empires rise and fall, yet continues to shine with resilience, beauty, and culture. This is Poland. A country often underestimated, yet filled with wonders that can rival anywhere on Earth. Today we're going on a cinematic journey through Poland, exploring its breathtaking places, surprising secrets, and timeless beauty that deserves to be seen in 4K. So sit back, relax, and let me take you across Poland like you've never experienced before. Before we dive into Poland's best places, let's warm up with some surprising fun facts that might completely flip your image of this country. Fun facts about Poland. First, Poland is home to the world's biggest castle. No, it's not in Germany, France, or even England. It's in Malbork, northern Poland, and it's bigger than the Palace of Versailles. Imagine wandering through brick walls that once held knights of the Teutonic Order. It feels like stepping straight into a medieval epic. Second, Poland is one of the most forested countries in Europe. Nearly 1/3 of its land is covered by woods, and it's one of the few places where you can still see wild European bison roaming free. Yes, actual bison. It's like Europe's version of Yellowstone. Third, Poland is home to one of the world's oldest operating salt mines, the Wieliczka salt mine near Krakow. Not only is it a mine, but also an underground city with chapels, sculptures, and even chandeliers, all carved out of salt. Fourth, the famous composer Frédéric Chopin? He was Polish. His music still echoes through Polish cafes, streets, and concert halls, making the entire country feel like it's wrapped in a living soundtrack. Fifth, Poland has the only desert in Central Europe, called the Błędów Desert. Yes, an actual desert with sand dunes, in the middle of a land known for forests and lakes. Talk about unexpected. And sixth, pierogi, those beloved dumplings that are now a comfort food in America? They trace back to Poland. But here, they're not just food, they're a cultural celebration, with dozens of varieties that locals swear by. Now that you know a few surprising things about Poland, let's dive deeper, because the true magic of Poland isn't just in its fun facts. It's in the places you can actually see, touch, and experience. From medieval cities glowing under golden sunsets, to mountains where legends of dragons still whisper, to hidden lakes that mirror the skies, Poland is a traveler's dream waiting to be explored. Let's begin our journey with the first wonder. Place number 1, Krakow, the timeless heart of Poland. Krakow is not just a city you visit, it's a city that wraps around you, whispers to you, and refuses to let go. It's one of those rare places where every cobblestone feels like it has witnessed a story. Once the royal capital of Poland, Krakow is often called the country's cultural soul, and when you walk through it, you'll understand why. Start at the Rynek Główny, Europe's largest medieval market square. It's vast, almost overwhelming, but alive. You hear the clatter of horse-drawn carriages, the hum of buskers playing violins, and above it all, that haunting trumpet call from St. Mary's Basilica. Every hour on the hour, a trumpeter plays a short melody, and then suddenly it stops. The note cuts off mid-air. This tradition commemorates a 13th century trumpeter who was struck by an arrow while warning the city of an approaching invasion. 700 years later, Krakow still remembers him with every single note. But Krakow isn't just a time capsule. Beneath its Gothic towers and Renaissance facades, it's a living, breathing city. Step into Kazimierz, the old Jewish quarter, and you'll find narrow cobblestone alleys filled with vintage shops, quirky cafes, and street art. Before World War II, Kazimierz was a thriving center of Jewish culture. Today, it's both a place of remembrance and revival. Every summer, the Jewish Culture Festival brings music, dance, and food back to these streets, bridging past and present. And then there's Wawel Castle, perched on a hill overlooking the Vistula River. Legends say a dragon once lived in a cave beneath it. Today, children still gather at the dragon's bronze statue, waiting for it to breathe fire. Yes, it really does. Krakow is like that. A place where history, myth, and everyday life blur together seamlessly. The city is also deeply intellectual. Jagiellonian University, one of the oldest in the world, still thrives here. Imagine standing in the same courtyard where a young Nicholas Copernicus once looked up at the sky and began questioning humanity's place in the cosmos. Krakow isn't just about looking at the past. It's about realizing how the past shaped the future. This city is a heart that never stopped beating, and when you leave, part of it beats inside you too. Place number 2, the Tatra Mountains, Poland's alpine wonderland. South of Krakow, where the flatlands rise into jagged peaks, the Tatra Mountains stand like Poland's crown. They're dramatic, raw, and surprisingly alpine, often mistaken for Switzerland or Austria. But the Tatras are uniquely Polish, shaped by centuries of folklore, tradition, and natural wonder. The gateway to this mountain world is Zakopane. At first glance, it's a charming ski town, but it's so much more than that. Zakopane is where Poland's mountain culture thrives. Wooden chalets carved with intricate patterns line the streets, smoke curls from chimneys in winter, and everywhere you go, you hear the haunting tunes of Goral folk music. The Goral Highlanders, with their distinctive clothing and dialect, are as much a part of the Tatras as the peaks themselves. Their smoked sheep's cheese, ossipek, grilled and served with cranberry sauce, tastes like the mountains condensed into a single bite. But it's when you step into the wild that the Tatras truly reveal themselves. Trails wind through pine forests and up steep ridges, opening into alpine lakes that look like mirrors to the heavens. The most famous is Morskie Oko, the eye of the sea. Surrounded by craggy peaks, its water reflects the sky so perfectly you almost can't tell where earth ends and heaven begins. Hike a little further and you'll hear legends of dragons sleeping under mountains, of treasures hidden in caves, of spirits that protect wanderers who show respect. Winter transforms the Tatras into Poland's playground. Skiers and snowboarders race down slopes. Summer, on the other hand, is for hikers, climbers, and dreamers chasing sunrises at the top of Rizy, Poland's highest peak. There's something spiritual about these mountains. They remind you of your smallness, yet also of your strength. Standing among them, you feel Poland's untamed soul. Place number 3, Malbork Castle, Fortress of Giants. Now let's travel north, where the land flattens toward the Baltic Sea. Rising above it all, red and defiant, is Malbork Castle, the largest brick fortress in the world. To call it a castle almost feels unfair. Malbork isn't just a castle, it's a city made of walls. Built in the 13th century by the Teutonic Knights, it was both fortress and monastery. Imagine knights in white cloaks with black crosses, their chants echoing through massive halls, their banners flying as armies marched out to conquer. At its height, Malbork wasn't just a stronghold, it was a statement of power, a place meant to intimidate and impress. Walking through Malbork today, you can feel that weight. Its towers loom, its courtyards stretch endlessly, and every archway seems to whisper old secrets. One hall, the Grand Refectory, could hold banquets for hundreds of nights at once. Another, the High Castle, housed chapels where stained glass windows once painted the walls in holy light. But Malbork is also a symbol of resilience. During World War II, it was nearly destroyed, reduced to rubble. Many thought it would never be restored. Yet, brick by brick, Poland rebuilt it. Today it stands tall again, recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A fortress not just of knights, but of memory and survival. At night, when the castle glows orange against the dark sky, Malbork feels alive again, as if its giants never left. Place number 4, the Crooked Forest, nature's riddle. Tucked away in western Poland lies a forest that challenges the very laws of nature. The Crooked Forest, near the town of Gryfino, is unlike anywhere else on Earth. Picture this: about 400 pine trees, each one bending sharply at the base, almost as if someone grabbed them while they were young and twisted them sideways. After the curve, they straighten and grow upward, reaching for the sky like crooked question marks. The effect is eerie. Walk between them and you feel like you're in some sort of enchanted realm, a place where the forest itself is alive and watching. Some scientists believe the trees were deliberately bent in the 1930s, perhaps to harvest curved timber for ships or furniture. Others argue a natural force, snowstorms, soil shifts, or even gravitational oddities, shaped them. But here's the thing: no one knows for sure. The Crooked Forest remains an unsolved mystery. Place number 5, Masurian Lake District, Poland's land of 1,000 lakes. From strange forests we drift into waters. In northeastern Poland lies the Masurian Lake District, a region so beautiful it's often called the land of 1,000 lakes. That's actually an understatement. There are over 2,000 lakes here, stitched together by rivers and canals, forming a shimmering patchwork of blue and green. Summers here are pure magic. Imagine sailing across a quiet lake at sunset, the water turning gold as the sky deepens into purple. Fishermen cast their lines from wooden boats. Families camp on shorelines, laughter echoing across the water. Swans glide elegantly, as if choreographed by nature. It's peaceful but alive. For centuries, the Masurian lakes have been a playground for both locals and travelers. Kayakers paddle from lake to lake, hikers wander through surrounding forests, cyclists follow winding trails that cut through villages where time seems to stand still. In some towns, you'll find medieval castles perched above the water, watching over it like guardians. But the lakes also hide history. Deep in the forests near the town of Ketrazin lie the ruins of Hitler's secret military headquarters, the Wolf's Lair. It was here in 1944 that a group of German officers attempted to assassinate him. The attempt failed, but the ruins remain, moss-covered bunkers swallowed by nature, silent witnesses to one of history's turning points. The Masurian lakes are paradoxical. At once serene and scarred, they invite you to float, to breathe, to slow down. But they also remind you that even the most beautiful places have shadows. Perhaps that's why they feel so human. Place number 6, Wrocław, the city of gnomes. If Krakow is Poland's historical heart and Warsaw its resilient soul, then Wrocław is Poland's playful smile. Situated on the banks of the Oder River, Wrocław is a city of bridges and islands, pastel-colored townhouses and Gothic spires. But what makes it truly unforgettable is its army of tiny residents, gnomes. Yes, gnomes. Scattered all over the city, on sidewalks, by lampposts, peeking out from doorways, you'll find over 600 small bronze gnome statues, each with its own personality. Some are sleeping, some are working, some are even eating ice cream. Locals call them krasnale, and finding them has become a kind of treasure hunt for travelers. But these gnomes aren't just for fun. They symbolize resistance. In the 1980s, when Poland was under communist rule, an anti-communist movement known as the Orange Alternative used absurdity and humor to fight oppression. They painted gnomes over government propaganda, mocking the system with laughter. Today, the statues honor that spirit of resilience and creativity. Beyond the gnomes, Wrocław is breathtaking. The market square is like stepping into a painting, with houses painted in pastels that glow under the sun. Its Gothic town hall with intricate spires feels like it belongs in a fantasy novel. And when evening comes, the city transforms into a lively hub of music, festivals, and riverside cafes. Wrocław proves that travel isn't just about seeing, it's about feeling. Here you feel joy, playfulness, and the reminder that even in dark times, laughter can be the most powerful form of rebellion. Place number 7, Wieliczka Salt Mine, the underground cathedral. Beneath the ground just outside Krakow lies a world that feels like something out of a fantasy novel. The Wieliczka salt mine isn't just a mine. It's an underground kingdom carved entirely from salt. Imagine descending hundreds of feet below the earth into tunnels that stretch for over 170 miles. The walls shimmer faintly because they're not stone, they're salt. Carved chambers open into vast halls, where sculptures of saints, kings, and angels stand proudly, all sculpted from the same salty walls. And then the true marvel, the Chapel of St. Kinga. This underground cathedral, large enough to hold hundreds of people, has chandeliers made of salt crystals, altars carved from salt, even murals etched into salty walls. It's a space so breathtaking that weddings, concerts, and even religious services are held there, 400 feet beneath the earth. But what makes Wieliczka even more special is its history. Miners didn't just carve to earn a living. They carved to express their faith, their art, and their humanity. Every statue, every relief tells a story of devotion and creativity. Walking through these chambers feels like traveling into the soul of Poland, a place where even the darkest, deepest minds were transformed into cathedrals of light. Place number 8, the Błędów Desert, Poland's Sea of Sand. Now for something that sounds impossible. Poland, known for forests, lakes, and mountains, is also home to a desert. Yes, an actual desert, the Błędów Desert, stretching across southern Poland. Standing here feels like you've stepped out of Europe and into North Africa. Winds whip across dunes, sand shimmers under the sun, and mirages dance in the distance. It's the only true desert in Central Europe, and for centuries it baffled travelers who couldn't understand how such a thing could exist here. The truth is that the Błędów Desert is a mix of natural and human forces. Centuries ago, when forests were cleared for mining and farming, the exposed sand created this strange phenomenon. Over time, the desert even became a military training ground, where parachute drops and tank maneuvers were carried out. Today, though smaller than in the past, the desert still feels otherworldly. It's a place where locals hike, paraglide, and watch sunsets that paint the sands gold and crimson. Travelers who come here often describe it as Poland's strangest landscape, a reminder that even the most unexpected environments can appear in the unlikeliest of places. Place number 9, Warsaw, the Phoenix City. Warsaw, Poland's capital, is not just a city, it's a symbol of survival. If Krakow is Poland's preserved jewel, then Warsaw is its scarred heart that beat again after being shattered. During World War II, Warsaw was almost completely destroyed. Nearly 85% of its buildings turned to rubble. Many thought the city could never rise again. But the people of Warsaw refused to give up. Brick by brick, using old paintings, photographs, and memories, they rebuilt their old town exactly as it had been. Walking through Warsaw's old town today feels miraculous. Colorful facades, Baroque churches, cobblestone squares, all of it painstakingly restored, standing defiantly against history's attempt to erase it. UNESCO recognized it as one of the greatest reconstruction efforts in human history. But Warsaw isn't just about the past. It's modern, dynamic, and creative. Skyscrapers rise alongside Soviet-era buildings, trendy cafes buzz with students, and murals turn grey walls into canvases of hope. The Warsaw Uprising Museum tells the story of the city's courage, while Łazienki Park, with its elegant palaces and roaming peacocks, offers peace in the heart of the capital. What makes Warsaw so powerful is its spirit. You don't just visit this city, you feel it. Every stone, every rebuilt street whispers the same message: we are still here. Its resilience made visible, a phoenix rising from ashes. Place number 10, the Baltic Coast and Gdańsk, where land meets the infinite sea. At Poland's northern edge lies a world where the land stretches toward the horizon and meets the restless waters of the Baltic Sea. This is the Baltic Coast, a region of windswept beaches, towering dunes, and historic ports that tell stories of sailors, merchants, and dreamers. And at its heart lies the city of Gdańsk. If Warsaw is Poland's phoenix, then Gdańsk is its gateway. For centuries, this port city has been a crossroads of cultures: German, Polish, Dutch, and Scandinavian, all leaving their mark. Walking through Gdańsk's long market feels like stepping into a painting. Colorful facades stand tall, Neptune's fountain glistens in the square, and the towering Gothic church of St. Marius watches over the city like a guardian. But Gdańsk isn't just a pretty city. It's a city of revolutions. In the shipyards here, the Solidarity movement was born, a workers' movement that sparked the beginning of the end for communism in Eastern Europe. Lech Walesa, a shipyard electrician turned Nobel Peace Prize winner, led protests here that rippled across the world. In Gdańsk, history didn't just happen, it changed the course of the 20th century. Beyond the city, the Baltic Coast reveals nature at its wildest. The shifting sand dunes of the Sloinski National Park move with the winds, like living mountains of sand. The whole peninsula stretches into the sea like a thin arm of land, its beaches kissed by waves on both sides. And when evening falls, the sea glows under golden skies, reminding you that some of the world's greatest beauty lies not in monuments or palaces, but in horizons that feel endless. The Baltic Coast is Poland's breath of freedom, a place where history, culture, and nature meet at the edge of the sea. And so, our journey through Poland comes to an end. But perhaps, like Poland itself, the end is only another beginning. What makes Poland so remarkable isn't just its castles or mountains, its forests or lakes. It's the way each place tells a story of resilience, creativity, and wonder.
Poland is more than a destination. It's a living story, one of survival and beauty, where history's scars and nature's gifts blend into a single identity. It's a reminder that wonder doesn't just exist in far-flung lands or on postcards of famous landmarks. Sometimes, wonder is found where resilience and imagination meet. So the next time you think of Europe, don't just think of Paris or Rome. Think of Poland, the land of crooked forests,